I'm making this video for you guys to break down 3 of the top limiting beliefs that I've seen surrounding social media from clients that come my way, from seeing it on social media myself, or from, word of mouth and people having either objections to starting to post on social media or being scared once they start working with me. Now, most people are fine with this, right? And they're business owners, so they just want to get after it. If they see the path to the money, they'll do whatever it takes. They don't care if, I don't know, they have a bad hair day and they need to post it online. You know what I'm saying? But let's start with this. A lot of people are scared to get their face out there, right? Now, I can record a piece of content and then show it, to my client, like, say, power washing company, right? And they'll tell me, oh, the business owner will tell me, oh, I look bad in this one, let's not post it. And it's like, listen, you are hard at work running your service-based business, right? People don't like, I get it. I get it. Some people like to look better on camera. And I mean, everybody touches themselves up before they go on camera, right? Even myself. I'm not gonna, have my hair all over the place here. But at the end of the day, you're a hardworking business owner and you need to show that to people. They're not really gonna care how you look, right? Unless you're, like a supermodel or something, you're not really gonna get a benefit of looking slightly better. Okay, especially when it comes to like contractors and stuff like that. People expect you to look more rugged. Okay. So as for looks wise, the benefit of, hey, let's do this some other day, or I don't feel like it, or I look bad today, that's out the window. Okay. Now if you're scared of getting your face out there because people are gonna see you, that's a different story, right? You have to keep in mind that social media and the social media world is massive, okay? So most likely your relatives or whoever you actually care about seeing your face, if you're worried about that, aren't going to see it, okay? So you have to be able to get your face out there, post it on the internet, and just get over with it, right? Like I know I have a bunch of, friends from school, from work and whatnot, just from life, like anybody has, right? But maybe 10% of them are just the super close ones are watching this and they already know me on a, super personal level. So it's like, who cares? You know, why would you care, right? You have a business to run and you have money to make. And you need to leverage social media for your business because the distribution cost is zero to post content. You can post an infinite amount of content. You can get a near infinite amount of eyeballs, right? I'm not saying you're going to post stuff and start getting, millions of views, but at least you'll start attracting some of the people in your local area if you know what you're doing, right? If you want, to have a framework when posting and trying to target your local area, check out my previous video that I did, where it goes over, and they called it like the, social funnel or whatnot. It goes over that. Okay. Now, the second limiting belief that I get is, oh, the algorithm won't favor me. And this kind of ties into what I just said. Okay. You need to have a strategy for getting new eyeballs on your videos, right? Because the purpose of these videos is to build trust, provide value, create urgency, and pretty much whatever other marketing stuff does, right? Except social media does it better because you get your face out there. People start getting to know you on a personal level, even though you don't know them on a personal level. And instead of having hundreds of one-on-one conversations, when you network with people, make sure that's still more effective because, they met you in real life. People are getting the hang of it now. But you're able to have these conversations with one video that you record like this. Like every single person, including you, that's watching this video, it's a one-on-one. It's like if I'm having a one-on-one conversation with you. Now, albeit I'm not getting like, there's no dialogue going on, right? I'm pretty much talking in one direction. But still, it's powerful that an infinite amount of people can see this video. Okay. But algorithms on these platforms, like they most likely won't make your video go viral, right? Unless you're trying to make it go viral and stuff like that. But even then, you just get like shitty views. That's what I call them. You can have a million views of 13-year-old boys across, I don't know, India watching your stuff when you're providing, say, a B2B service as a lawyer here in Chicago. It's like that's not really going to help you, right? It looks cool. The numbers are vanity numbers. It looks cool, don't get me wrong, but you need to get the attention of the people in your local area and you need to target those people, okay? And the way to do this is by posting social media content, not to go viral, but to build trust and to repeatedly pop up on people's feeds so that, builds more trust. And then whenever they're ready for a service like you offer, they know who to go to because you've been in their mind, you've been on their feed, and they trust you a lot, okay? Now that attention, you have to buy, okay? So it won't come from free. You're not gonna get it from the algorithm. You need to buy that attention. Now, if you're doing it locally, I think it'll run you pretty cheap. But if you want to find out more about that, watch the previous video, like I just said, um, about dominating your local market. It's the most recent one I made. Now, the third limiting belief that I have seen around posting on social media is my clients don't use social media. Why would they watch my videos? That's what I've written down here. Okay. Now this I get a lot. And it's basically people like, contractors saying, well, I don't think my clients use social media. Why would they buy from me if I'm, approaching them from social media? And it's like, listen, unless you're, 60, 70 plus, you most likely have Facebook or Instagram or some form of social media, right? I mainly dominate Instagram, so I guess it's maybe a little bit younger audience, but there's still people that are out on there like, 60, 70, 80 years old, okay? Social media has been ingrained in society. Everybody uses it. So the fact that you think your client doesn't use social media, well, that's just not true, okay? Now, why would they watch your videos? That's where how your page is curated, right? That's where that comes in. So you need to be positioned as the expert in your local area on plumbing, or I don't know if you do drywall, if you do window cleaning, if you do power washing, general contractor, electrician. You need to position yourself as an expert. And just the fact that you go on social media and you post, now I'm not talking about the before and afters. Those are great, but everybody does that. I'm talking about you post your face on social media and you talking and your personality behind, the brand that you have around, say you're an electrician, right? You can post before and afters of, well, I guess that's not a good example, but like if you do drywall, you can post before and afters, like empty house, just framed, and then you put in the drywall and it looks great. But if you turn the camera around and start talking to the people, like you can still show the, before and after, but you need to talk. So then people tie your face to that good result. And then when they're ready to, get drywall done, or they know a friend that's asking, hey, do you know a drywall guy? Do you know a drywall guy? They'll reach out to you, right? Because they trust your personality because you've been posting. You've separated yourself because not really, like almost none of the service-based businesses, especially I'm sure around drywall and contracting and stuff like that, none of them really post. So just the fact that you do that sets you apart. Then you post your results. There's the trust. Then say you post a video on, something that provides value. So I don't know if you're doing drywall, it could be like how to cover up, nail holes or stuff like that. Basic stuff. To you, it may seem basic, right? Right? But to somebody that doesn't know how to do that and is seeking for that information, or, just even not seeking, but scrolling, and then you pop up on their feed, that's still value, right? So you're providing value, you're building trust, and then you're setting yourself apart from, the rest of the competition in your area. So that's why your potential clients and people in your local area would watch your videos. Now, the most important part of all this, right, is getting that attention on the video. Because, you can post videos and do a great job. And unless the algorithm gives you a little bit of slack, which is luck based, okay, you need to make sure that you're getting a return on those videos. That's the number one thing that I like to tie back on, right? You put in time and energy and probably even money to edit these videos. And, the whole strategy and, hey, we're going to do this. You're going to put in money and time, especially. You want to make sure that those videos are being seen by your ideal audience that would buy from you locally. So once you've done all this foundational work of posting these videos, You need to put money behind them, and you need to boost them to your local area. And that's that's a strategy that I specialize in. And it's a strategy that's been killing it for my clients. And I have friends that are doing very similar things, Utah, Idaho, Arizona, Miami, and I'm in Chicago. This stuff works, guys. So if you guys are interested in something like that, feel free to reach out. If not, at least I hope this video helped you a little bit, clarify some things, break some barriers, help get your face out there, because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to help you guys out, help you guys grow your service-based business,